Hi, Big Tractor fans. I'm up in the cab of a John Deere X9 1100 combine. It's running a 50-foot draper head. This is a flex draper, and we're in a rolling field here, so we should see it really flex. I'm here with my friend Matt, and we can see that winter wheat just pouring in the bin here. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday. And if you're joining in the feed, say hello and enjoy hearing where you're watching from, if you're here in the United States or somewhere else in the world. Hello from New Zealand. Very cool. Hi to everyone. Matt's just opening up the field here. Hello to Central Iowa. Hello from Tennessee. Houston, Texas. So you can see we're out in a pretty rolling field. There are 3 X9 combines out here. This model that I'm in is 1100 with duals. There's an X9 1000 just coming over the hill here in front of us. And then there is a X9 1100 on tracks that'll be in the field here very soon. Hello to Zambia, very cool. Hello to Central Indiana and Central Iowa. Always enjoy knowing where people are watching from. It's exciting sharing all this big equipment here on YouTube. As we're going through this dip here, I'd really like to show how this John Deere flex draper, a hinge draper, this fall in beans, we'll see it even more. So again, I've got my friend Matt here operating the combine. He's got to concentrate on he's got to concentrate on staying out of the trees over there. But if you have any questions, please ask them. I'll try to answer them. We're just rolling along here, opening up the headland, so I thought it would be a good time to do a live stream and just let you see the field. And then once the outside rounds are done, I'll get back to filming so we can get a full-length video on the X9 on the channel. It's about 96 degrees here today in Kentucky, and just a beautiful day for cutting winter wheat. Someone asked me about Oliver 66 Boy. That's one of my favorite channels. I would love to get to his farm sometime. Ethan's got a great operation with all those Oliver tractors and the white farm equipment.
This is where I got stuck spraying.
Matt's pointing out this is where he got stuck spraying. So Matt, they were asking you how you like the X9.
I love it. I love it. It's a beast.
Matt cut 200 acres of wheat yesterday, and with this, and it's definitely a big improvement. I remember about 20 years ago, the farm had 9750 STS John Deere combines, which are a big step up from the 9610s, and they could do about 125 acres on a good day. I had a question about the Classic Green Show in Lebanon, Tennessee last weekend. Was down there with my John Deere 8850, and I had a great time. It was a really well-run show. It was exciting to see some fully restored cotton pickers from John Deere, some high horsepower open station John Deere row crops, and ROPS tractors, lawn and garden tractors, just anything John Deere made, from bicycles to push lawnmowers. Were at that show. Yeah, they did. 1973 to 75, you could have had a John Deere bicycle.
That's pretty cool. I kind of want one.
So I interviewed, there was a gentleman there that had every kind of bicycle John Deere made on display. So I don't know if my tractor fans are going to like it, but you're going to get to see a video on it in case you're interested. What does Matt think of the hinge flex draper? I know you like it quite a bit.
Yeah, it's big improvement from the MacDons we used to run, and I ran a 45-foot last year, and Beans did a great job. This 50-foot is doing just as good. Got a tree, hold on.
We got a tree in the field.
No, it's a great header. I love it.
This field's going to put it to the test. I can't wait to start following along out there and filming to see it flex over these hills.
Yeah, I feel like we're in Montana or somewhere. It's a pretty rolly field here. This is a new one to us. First time I've harvested on this.
So I saw a bunch of questions fly by. The last question I saw was, what does the X9 cab look like? You know, it's just a nice big cab, a little more room than the S790 cab. Matt said he's got a little more elbow room over there. Got good visibility out the cab, same mirrors as the 8RX and 8R tractors have. When is Matt coming to Adams? He was there yesterday. They're all done with Adams.
Yep. We were there yesterday and gone today.
Another 1,000 acres down, right?
Yeah.
So please ask your questions. I apologize. I try to catch them and remember them as they go by, but I don't get to see them all. Oh, very good. Tennessee Farm Boy says that's his back door. So
Oh, nice.
Matt'll be down there spraying in a couple weeks. So if you have any other questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to answer them. Again, if you're watching the video, I'd always enjoy knowing where you're watching from in the United States or other parts of the world. Matt's got a little bit of an obstacle course here.
Yeah, trying not to catch a power line or a pole or a tree. Lots of obstacles in this field.
So we had a question if this had the air conditioned and massaging seat.
Yes.
Oh, very nice.
It is very nice. It's massaging right now.
Very good.
All day, every day.
So you guys start servicing around 7 a.m. and then try to start maybe around 9 if the dew comes off?
Yep. We'll get to the field 7:30, and then fuel up, service, fix anything we tore up last night, and try to get started around 9.
And then you run until about 10 or 11 when the dew comes back on?
Yep. It gets pretty hard to cut after 9 o'clock at night. We'll push it for a little while anyway. These combines take it better than the 790s.
Yeah, that's another question that just went by. Oh, you can see the backup camera on there. Was
Covered in dust.
They were asking how you like this compared to the S790. A lot more capacity.
Yeah, it's a lot more capacity, more power, bigger header. It's a good move. Yeah.
They were asking what the moisture was today.
Right now I'm showing 14, 15, 14 and a half to 15.
So you've seen 90 to 100 bushel wheat this year, so pretty good, healthy crop.
Yeah.
Then we also had a question if you have seen a see and sprayer.
I have actually. We went to a class on one. They had one running here in Hopkinsville, and it's pretty cool. It's a whole lot of electronics and cameras and stuff, but it's a really neat sprayer.
So Matt's one of the main sprayer guys here on the farm, so he definitely has good experience with those.
I don't know that we'll see one of those. I mean, we don't even run ExactApply or anything, but who knows? Maybe someday that's all you'll be able to get. So
Sure.
you never know.
I did film a CN sprayer this spring, and it was in a field that had 9 inches of rain on it in a short amount of time, and it just wiped the corn crop out. And so they were spraying the corn off to replant, and it it only had to spray 82% of the field with chemical. So definitely a good.
That's definitely a good chemical saver.
I know the big question is going to be if you only spray the weeds that are up, what about the ones that aren't? But I guess we'll learn more about it as they come out. I do know.
That's probably one of the reasons we won't run it, because we always run a residual. Usually, most of the time, a residual that will take care of that. So
it was definitely perfect for, killing off corn that wasn't going to make it.
Right.
But I know I think it's $160,000 option, plus there's a per acre technology fee, so it's a big investment.
Yeah, that yearly fee or whatever, the per acre fee is what makes that really, really expensive. And you have to renew it every year, I think, too.
Does Matt have the R series sprayer? Yes, you're running a 616R?
Yeah, it's 616. Yeah.
I need to catch up with you guys and get that filmed. It's been a while since I've done sprayers. How often do you have to refill the X9 with diesel and government juice?
Every day.
Every day.
I'll burn a tank of fuel a day.
So please ask any questions. I saw that we had a viewer on from Ireland. I always appreciate knowing where you're watching from, and we're just kind of working our way around this field.
I gotta cut over here because I'm full. Shortest distance to where I've already been.
Are you still running 5 combines?
We're running 7.
So right now there are 3 X9s and then 4 S790s. But by this fall, we should be seeing all X9s.
Yeah, I think after we were trading in the 790s again, we're going to have all X9s for corn and beans. I think we'll run 4 in corn probably, and then 5 in beans. Or 6, I don't know.
I'm still rooting for the mother bin to come in. I think you're gonna. I got to.
You've been rooting for that for a long time.
I know they're impressive. I got to see it at the farm machinery show, and these X9s move a lot of grain. So we're waiting on a grain cart. Matt's got the auger out. Oh, loaded Texas. Are you running 12 or 16 row heads on the X9s this fall?
We're gonna run 12s. I know it's almost a sin, I guess, but our planters are 24 rows, and running a 16 row with those, we have so many fields with tile drains and risers and telephone poles that all the stuff we have to go around with the planters, we knock over more corn with a 16 row than we'd put through the combine. So I don't know, we probably wouldn't. Yeah,
Someday maybe.
If you got a nice square field with nothing to go around, yeah, we could do that, but most of our fields aren't that nice.
Oh, we've got a viewer from Norway. Very cool. And this field that Matt's in right now is kind of zigzagging a little everywhere. We're in a little corner here and just waiting on a cart. How large is the diesel tank?
That's something I have to look up. I'm not sure.
Usually I know these things, but I got to do a few years of narration to remember it all.
I haven't paid attention to the gallon counter on the fuel truck anymore to know, but
I know someone asked what the bin capacity is, which is 460 bushel.
460,
yeah. And it's 690 horsepower.
Yeah, it's got some power for sure. That's right.
What is the average size field?
Average size? I mean, we have some farms that total up to over 1,000 acres on the farm itself, but there's fields that are 200, 300 that'll add up to 1,000. But right. It's not like our biggest solid field that's all in one chunk, I think, is like 500, I think.
And then
somewhere close to that.
Then out in Pembroke, you've got the 2,800 block there,
yeah.
So it's all connected.
It's all connected. It's like 2,700 acres. It's all connected. So it's,
yeah, but keep on coming to you.
Yeah, but there's all kinds of different size fields. We have some fields that are 2 acres and some that are 500. So it's all over the board.
So just had a question, what size header? This is the 50-foot hinge draper, and it also has the flex cutting bar on it. And right now it's not flexing because you're cutting wheat. We had a question if you like the... Oh, I'm sorry.
It still hinges, but it's not. The cutter bar's not flexing.
We had a question if you like the twin rotor versus the single rotor.
Oh, absolutely. You get way more cleaning capacity and does a better job too. Losses are minimal. So it's a good machine.
Yeah, definitely an upgrade over the 790, which was also a good machine though. But.
Yeah.
Well, keep those questions coming in. We're just waiting the grain cart. You can see him coming up here in the mirror. We got a 9R 440 on a Kinsey cart coming up.
We just moved over here too to this field, so we're trying to get everything over here, and that's why the carts are taking a minute.
Got the Kinsey 1105, and see that grain pouring out. Well, do we have any other questions you'd like to ask? We've talked a little bit about the X9 and the farm and the wheat crop here. You can see the combine's kind of bouncing here as it unloads. What's the capacity of the grain cart? It's a 1,300 bushel. It actually has it stamped right on the back. It's a Kinsey 1105, but you can heap 1,300 bushels on it. 500 more bushels than one viewer's truck will hold. Hope we get those storms. They were asking if you're trying to beat the weather. I mean, you want to, that's part of the X9 program, right?
You can
get more grain cut.
You can never beat the weather, first of all, but we're going to try to get all we can done before it rains.
There's some really...
But it needs to rain. The corn is looking bad. It's dry.
It's past the pineapple stage. It's kind of turning gray.
Yeah.
Which is better, the X9, the Kloss, or the 10T Fendt?
You know what I'm going to say.
Matt likes his green. I'm going to tell you they're all good. I have filmed them all, and they're all equally impressive. So go to your local dealer and try them all out. Hello to King Randy. Well, we're back to cutting here. Well, thank you for the invite to Decatur to see the NRX and the DB80. I will try to get up there and do that. It would be neat to see. Yeah, the X9 is, I mean, it's a really nice combine. Well, back into cutting here. We've just got a little corner here in the field. So you can see that 50-foot hinge draper going. I'm embarrassed to say I can never remember what the model numbers are on these now. Is it a HD50F or something like that?
That's what it is, yeah.
Okay. Hello to Argentina. So John Deere used to always have the model number of the header right on the side so I could see it going by, but now they've got it hidden over there on the back side of the header. This is winter wheat that's being harvested. What is the price of an X9? I think the 1100, I want to say, is about $1.1 million this year. If you go to johndeere.com, you can see what the base price of the machine is. It was $921,000 last year, and that's the 1100, and the 1000 was $821,000 list price. So, I mean, these are definitely a big investment, but when you're covering a lot of acres and you're trying to stay ahead of the weather, it's it can really pay off. Do you plan on putting extensions on to make it 500 bushels? I'm guessing not.
No. We don't need that, I don't think.
No, The extension is right over there, that Kinsey 1105 cart.
And I don't have much wheat on top of the cab either, so
That's good.
I think we're okay.
I'd say if you don't get some cab wheat or cab corn, you're not doing it right. So there's the X9 1000. Frank's over there operating that one. So we've got an 1100 and a 1000 going, and there's another 1100 out here on tracks. So Kenneth has liked having the tracks on the combine?
Yeah, he really likes the tracks. It's a possibility we may see some more in the coming years, but we will see. There's other options too, like the 3 X9s we have are all different. Like you said, one's 1000 and 2 1100s, one's on tracks. The other two, this one doesn't, but the other two have the adjustable spout on the auger, which is nice. This one has actually a fan right here on the feeder house to suck the dust out of the feeder house.
Oh, nice.
Blows it out the side. I really like that. That's one thing I'd like to see on all of them from now on. Well, wheat's not too bad usually, but corn and beans, that thing will be really nice.
Definitely. So we're cutting between fields through a wood, so that's why there's a piece of wood right there. That's why you're seeing all this green here in the wheat.
Yeah, there used to be trees right here, but we had to connect these two fields, so we took the trees out, and now it's all one field.
So Matt's harvesting winter wheat here. We had a question how fast he was going. He's running about 4 miles per hour right here. We're
kind of rough right here, and I don't know what there is.
This is a new farm this year. This is the first time Matt sprayed the farm, but this is his first time cutting it, so it's kind of learning the lay of the land here. Hello from Louisiana.
You get up here where it's nicer, I probably get up to 5 miles an hour or something.
Here we can see that flex of the 50-foot head going over this rise. So the interesting thing about the winter wheat that you see being harvested, Hopkinsville, Kentucky, which is where the farm is. We're over in Logan County, Kentucky this afternoon, not far from Russellville. But this wheat in this area is used for some different things. Hopkinsville, Kentucky is known as the batter capital of the world. This wheat is milled to make pancake mix for a Cracker Barrel. It is made into Red Lobster cheddar cheese biscuits and also McDonald's breakfast biscuits. So if you're enjoying those products, you're probably eating wheat that was raised in Christian County, Todd County, Logan County, Kentucky, and Trigg County. Hi Rudy, thanks for watching. Appreciate everybody watching. We're just going around kind of a zigzaggy field, and I just thought I'd take an opportunity to live stream. I know a lot of people have been watching all the shorts that I've been putting up. I haven't had an opportunity to make as many full-length videos recently because I've been really busy filming in the evenings and on the weekends to get as much as the wheat harvest and spring planting covered as possible. So I'm going to have a couple of top 10 videos coming out, top 10 big four-wheel drives found in the spring. I found some really cool ones, a Case 4994, less than 200 built, an orange Agco Star, some really cool Steigers. So stay tuned for that. And also I've been filming some almost classic combines, some different ones. Got a John Deere 9750 STS yesterday and a 9600 Maximizer. Got a Challenger combine the other day. So lots of good stuff coming up on the channel. Just need some time to make the videos. Hello to Vincennes, Indiana. I was just through Vincennes when I was filming the Challenger combine cutting wheat. Please ask your questions. I saw a couple go by and I only can see 2 at a time. So definitely like to answer any questions you have.
Diagnostic Center.
This is an X9 combine. Matt's trying to help someone on the phone here reset, so we'll just wait a minute.
Controllers. Go to menu, system, and then hit Diagnostic Center. Or wrench. And then go to controllers. And then go down till you see JD Link. Say JD Link, just click the first one. They're in alphabetical order.
Hi to everyone who's just joining in. I'm up in an X9 1100 combine.
Go down till you see JD Link.
My friend Matt's helping someone else reset their combine here on the farm, so just waiting a minute so he can explain that to them.
JD Link. Let's see. The one that says JD Link, right? Hold on. Wait, let me call you right back, okay? Let me call you right back. Hold on.
Matt's trying to help reset a combine here, I think, and so thanks to everyone for tuning in and watching. It is a really quiet cab. It's
Hey Siri. Oh. All right. What? Hold on. I'm trying to find your combine. Where are you at right now? Where are you at right now in the field?
so Matt's using the JD Link to
Next to the gravel road.
see what's going on with the other combines.
Okay. All right. I'm pulling you up now. Hold on.
Oh, Bryce, thank you very much.
Yeah, no, go down.
So here we can see the X9 1000 coming through the woods here.
Keep going down. Don't go back up. Go back up. Right there. You just went past it. No, go back. You just went past it. Right there. JD Link. Second one down.
So Matt can actually see the combine screen on his iPhone. He's helping another person out here cutting.
Okay, now go down to address 183. You'll see on the left it'll say 183.
There's the X9 1000 on, or 1100 on tracks coming in behind us.
All right, 183. Now click on that. And where it says 0, type in the number 1.
They're running 3 X9s.
And then X out of.
Yeah, New Holland makes a great combine.
Yeah, get out all that. Give it about 5 minutes. It should work. If it doesn't, then try to restart your battery, reset your battery switch or something. Yeah, it's just something wrong with it. Sorry. That should reset it. If it doesn't, just try to touch your battery box.
Matt's ready to unload another 460 bushels.
It's just not sharing, right? We'll give it a minute, see what happens. Alright, I think I got him going.
So I'm riding along here with Matt, and he was helping another person with their combine settings, so I didn't want to talk and be rude on the one just along for the ride. And it's pretty cool just riding along. You can see all the combines out here. So we've had some questions. There are 3 X9 combines out here, 2 1100s and a 1000. The 1000's up ahead of us, and the tracked 1100's running behind us. So this combine's 690 horsepower, and we've got 460 bushels all pouring out of there right now. So the nice thing on the X9 is it's got a shutoff. So if Matt fills up the cart and still has some grain, he can just clean out the auger and still leave the rest of the grain in the bin. We didn't see Matt just dribble some grain on top of the tractor, though.
I couldn't see the auger.
Sun's in your eyes, right? So here's the 460 bushel bin empty, and we'll start pouring some grain in there. So please feel free to ask any questions. Sorry we had some quiet time there, but just letting Matt do his job. And see the X9 1000, which has a 420 bushel bin. This one's 460 on the 1100, is full. How many acres does the farm run total? Well, that's quite a bit.
Run about 12,000 acres of wheat, 12,000 acres of beans. There's double crops behind the wheat, and then 12,000 acres of corn.
Well, that's a lot of acres. That's why it's nice to have these big combines.
Yeah, we got a lot of ground to cover.
So someone's been very nice. I've never had a donation before on a live stream, but someone donated $5.99. So I'll split that with Matt, so right. get him a cold drink at Sonic.
Yeah. I'll take a beer.
All right.
Did he kick on title?
So here comes that other X9 1100 over there. Please feel free to ask any questions, and we've been going about 34 minutes now. We're still working on the headland of this field.
It'll be for hours. That's all this field is.
But I also always enjoy hearing where people are from, if you're watching here in the United States or Canada or somewhere else in the world. Oh, hello to Clinton. Glad you enjoy seeing the farm here and watching on Big Tractor Power. The nice thing about the live stream is you can actually see what's going on. I can't quite ever film all this kind of action, and it's neat to see the X9 1100 there with the tracks. And then there's the X9 1000 over there. So lots of wheat harvesting action in a small little corner of the field. So Matt, I got a question. How would you like doing this job with an open station John Deere 55 combine?
Go find a desk job somewhere.
You grew up on a 4400 though, right?
I did, yeah. 4400 and a 4-row header, corn header. We didn't raise any wheat or anything, it was just corn, but yeah, little 4400, you had to pull the unloading auger around by hand and then latch it to your ladder. Yeah, that was fun.
Good old days. I will say though, for the price of these combines, there we can see the 9R 440 John Deere on the Kinsey 1105 cart, and there goes the X9 1000. Hello to Nova Scotia.
I think the first time my dad let me solo drive the 4400, I was probably 5 years old, I think.
Pretty cool.
My mom dropped me off after school with Dad, and he just turned me loose on the combine. A couple hours later, my mom came to pick me up, and she asked my dad if my dad was sitting on the tailgate of the truck watching. She asked where I was, and he pointed across the field, so he's out there in the combine. She chewed him a new one. But I had it under control. I knew what I was doing.
Not bad at 5. I wasn't allowed to use our lawn and garden tractor until I was 7. My feet had to reach the pedals. When will soybean planting start? They're running right behind these combines. They're probably at the last field that they just came out of about an hour ago. So they're drilling the beans right behind these combines. They've got two 9RX 640s and a Fendt 1167 Vario MT, all pulling 60-foot Porsche Panther 460 air drills with 600 SW carts. Some good wheat. It's been yielding. It didn't even get Billy, who's a farmer on this farm, and said if you plant in the dust, the bins will bust. And it's coming true for this.
Hard frost, but it's still, I haven't seen any spots that were really affected by it that bad. It's doing pretty good considering.
Feel free to ask. I always enjoy visiting on YouTube 30-second to 60-second clip of what I've been filming in the field, so you kind of have an idea of what's going to come up. I really do enjoy making the full-length videos. I'll try for 10 to 12-minute videos. I've just been so busy trying to get everything filmed. I have not had the opportunity to do the editing I need. So as soon as wheat harvest is done, I can get back to making full-length videos as well. What does the best John Deere combine S790? If you just asked that best combine question, post it again. I couldn't read it all. So I think I saw a question about pull type combines. I've had an opportunity. A friend of mine, John, in Wisconsin, filmed a 9501 maximizer pull type for me, and I've got a 7721 John Deere pull type featured on the channel. I'd love to get a chance to find some internationals. Pull type combines are very interesting, and we've also got another person, Rosso, who filmed a 7721 on a 4555 John Deere. I'm going to try to get that up this summer. Let's see that 50-foot HD 50F hinge draper cruising across the field, and we can see the X9 1000s running right alongside us. So you got the JD Link where you can sync all these combines?
Yeah, they're all sharing data. One of them, the guy that called me a minute ago, he was having trouble with the system, wasn't sharing coverage and all that. And, I just walked him through how to reset it without shutting the combine off.
Well, I want to thank American Patriot. He just gave $20. So
right. Buy a 6-pack.
There you go. I'm going to split that with Matt because I really appreciate him letting me ride along and see his work. But thank you very much for that. It was very generous. So Matt's covering about 200 acres a day in good running with this X9 1100.
Probably do more than that, but we were waiting for trucks a while yesterday, being so far from the bids.
So you've got 7 combines total running, 4 S790s and 3 X9s, but how many trucks are on road?
I think we have 15 or 16.
The furthest field from the farm is about 80 on that.
Yeah, I think we're about 40 miles right now, something like that.
Yeah, it took me about 45 minutes to get out here. But just think, if you had a mother bin, then you wouldn't have to. You'd fill up the trucks really fast when they got here.
Yeah, we'd fill up the mother bin and then still be waiting.
2 mother bins then.
You can't have too many trucks.
No, you can't. So please ask any questions. And again, if you're just joining in, we're about 40 plus minutes into it, but always enjoy hearing where you're watching from. Appreciate everyone who subscribes to the channel and watches from all over the world. It's a great honor. I started Big Tractor Power because I just wanted to show friends what the farming looked like in Kentucky. I had no idea about subscribers or views or anything like that. The channel started 13 years ago this August, so it's been a lot of fun. Has the farm considered using a mother bin? So far they have not considered it that I know of, but I keep on making a plug for it because I want to film one, and so I need one close by.
It's just another piece of equipment to move around. I don't know if it'd be worth us having.
They do rent mother bins, so you can try it out. But how long does the farm keep a combine? They are traded each year. The farm has 12,000 acres of wheat to cut. 12,000 acres of soybeans are planted right behind these combines into the wheat straw no-tilled in, and there's 12,000 acres of corn. So these combines can rack up a good amount of hours in one season. So they like to trade, so everything's running fresh for the next year. Hello to East Tennessee. I've heard it's raining over in East Tennessee. We're right on the West Tennessee border here. We're not about an hour from Nashville, and there goes that X9 1000. Pretty cool to see 2 of these machines crisscrossing in the field. Here's a spot that got a little extra nitrogen. So the combine is just cutting right through this down wheat, and those twin rotors do a great job just taking all this material in, and you're not seeing too much really left behind by the combine either.
No, we've done some tests too, checking the difference between these and the 790s, and there's hardly anything behind these, so it's amazing. Really.
So I had a really great filming season for wheat. I've got some Case IH 250 axle flow series 92s and 82s filmed, and I've got a Fendt 7 combine filmed, which I'm excited to film the 10T last year, and neat to see the smaller 7 with a single rotor. I filmed a Challenger 560C, which is a rare combine. Been looking forever to get a 9750 STS on the channel. When I first started Big Tractor Power back in 2001, that was a new combine, but I haven't had an opportunity to film one in 4K, so that was exciting. Saw a 9600 Maximizer, 50th anniversary. That was a good one. How long is the winter wheat growing season? This winter wheat they start planting wheat here in Western Kentucky, where we are, each year at October 10th, and they try to get that in the ground by the end of October. Sometimes we get some fall rain and it'll jump over to November. Here's a feature on the combine. So Matt's just topping off this Kinsey 1105. You can heap 1,300 bushels on this cart. It's got 1,300 bushels stamped on the back, but he's just kind of filling in the corners, and he's not going to be able to empty the 460 bushel bin completely, so he can shut it off. And so we heard that beep.
3 seconds to clean it out.
There we go.
You're loaded.
And see, still got a full bin back there, but you can go a little bit more now. Well, since we started filming, we've got 2 sections already cleaned off.
Since we started filming, we have cut 45 acres between all 3 of us.
That's pretty good. We had a question about AGCO and Challenger. Fendt has replaced the Challenger brand. A lot of the MT 600s and the 500E combines were phased out in 2019. The last of the 1000 series Challengers were produced in 2021. A farm here near Elizabethtown, Kentucky actually purchased the last 1000 series manufactured before they went to all Fendt. My understanding on the tractors, the MT 700s and the MT 800s, is that you can still special order quite a dip there. You can still special order an MT 800 or MT 700 in the yellow colors with the Challenger decals, but I've only seen one MT 867, and I'm hoping to get that featured on the channel, but I'd say they're going to be pretty rare. Getting back to the wheat season, so October 10th is the plant date, and then you guys will spray some herbicide on late October, early November,
Yeah,
behind the cedars.
We usually go right behind the cedars and spray a herbicide. And then we come back in about February, early February, and put a first shot of nitrogen on it.
It's always fun seeing sprayers out there when the ground's got frost or snow on it.
Usually that's the reason we do it, because the ground's frozen and we can get across the fields. Because once it starts warming up at the end of February, it's usually a muddy mess. So we try to get that first shot on when the ground's frozen, and then we'll spray another shot of herbicide, and then the second herbicide application, and then
fungicide in May.
In May we do fungicide, so we spray the wheat 5 times.
And then they start cutting usually about June 10th. So that's the growing season, and then soybeans will be planted. We're kind of here in a well bottom that holds water, but there'll be soybeans planted across that probably tomorrow or late tonight.
Yeah, they'll probably be here in an hour or 2.
So this is a new farm to this farm. They cleared off some trees and probably open it up even more as time goes by. Who does the greasing? You are the operator and the maintenance crew, right?
The operator does his own maintenance. If you break it, you fix it, unless it's a warranty issue, and then we'll usually call the dealer. But no, as far as servicing and all that stuff in the field, everyone that operates their equipment does it. Now, when we're back at the shop working on stuff, that's usually me. I take care of most of the maintenance on all the equipment.
Matt's a good welder. He do a lot of work on all the tillage chains too.
Yeah.
But Matt sets up the planters, the 24-row planters, and gets the headers ready. And
yeah, and people say too, everything's new. What do you have to do to it? Well, there's still stuff to do equipment to set it up, and also it's not new anymore. We've had them in the field, so there's stuff breaks.
At the last field, Matt has a little Milwaukee blower down here, and he's blown it off, and all the paint's worn off the drum there on the header already. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to in a few minutes jumping out and filming Matt and the crew here going back and forth and seeing how these really flex going over these hills. So do you have any more questions that people would like to ask? As always, if you're just joining in, always enjoy knowing where you are from around the world. You can leave it, in the comment section below the video, and I try to respond to as many of those posts as possible, just to say hello and thank you for watching. Looks like we got a pretty good washout here. Oh, there's
Washout with
tree limbs.
tree paraphernalia too.
We really see how the header flexes there on the hinge draper. Definitely pays off for a field like this.
Yeah, it does.
Matt also sprays here on the farm. Where are we cutting wheat? This combine is running in Logan County, Kentucky, and we're not far from Russellville. This looks more like a field.
Yeah, we got out of the bad part.
So Logan County, Kentucky is a little more rolling than Christian County, Kentucky, where I do a lot of filming, and very pretty with all the trees and the land out there. Oh, hello, Ethan. Thanks for watching. How many trucks does it take to keep the combine moving? As many as they can get. But typically they have about 15 trucks on the road at a time, which are keeping up with 4 S790s and 3 X9s. So it's, if you're looking for a job, I'm sure this farm would enjoy having a few more truckers around.
I think we have like 18 trucks and trailers. And I think we only got 14 or 15 drivers right now. So. Oh, we're full.
Well, we could have a 1 million view Instagram video right there.
If I didn't hit that dip, we'd be all right. I forgot I was full. We didn't get unloaded all the way last time.
What kind of bushels is the wheat making? It's run anywhere from 90 to 100 bushels. I've been filming a lot of different farms, and that's what I've been seeing. Will you still be running 5 combines in corn?
I doubt it. Well, it depends on the yield. I mean, if we don't get any rain, then yes. But no, if corn does well, we'll probably just run 3 or 4. I would think that's probably all we can keep up with.
The X9s, when I've filmed X9s in corn in the past, I've actually had to ask the farmer if the grain cart operator could hang back so I could actually film the combine, because they're pretty much unloading on the go all the time in corn. John Deere advertises 7,200 bushels an hour, and if you get into some really good corn, that can easily be achieved.
Yeah, I demoed one 2 years ago. It was a 16-row head on it. It was 220 bushel corn, and I was running 6.5 miles an hour. And I got it up to 8,000 bushels an hour. That thing, it was wild.
They're impressive combines.
It didn't take long at all to fill up. Well, it looks like we're waiting on trucks. Grain carts are full.
Yeah.
Full.
We're about 40 miles from the farm right now, so it doesn't take long to fill an X9 up and 90 bushel wheat.
And we have truck drivers usually help us move from field to field too, so they got a little behind doing that. So
moving 7 headers, takes a lot of pickup trucks and a lot of people.
it's a logistical nightmare. Is what it is. It's pretty crazy.
Every once in a while I get asked to help move something around, so
You might get yelled at. You might, somebody might blow the horn at you.
I think someone was asking what the cost of the combine is. I believe it is $1.1 million list price, and that doesn't include the 50-foot header out here. Last fall, I did a video on the X9 1000, and that was $821,000 last fall, and the X1100 was $921. Well, I guess we're right at the hour mark, so I'm probably going to wrap it up here, everyone. And once Matt gets going again, hopefully I'll be filming some back and forth footage and showing you the combine. But thank you very much for tuning in. I appreciate it. Matt and I both appreciate the people that gave some money.
Yeah, thank you very much. Actually, yeah, that's really cool.
Share that with him, and just appreciate everyone watching. How does Matt like the combine? He's really enjoyed it. I mean, it's a big difference, and I've got a ride-along video. We've got people wanting to keep going. I'm not sure if my phone battery will keep up, so we'll probably wrap it up here. And do enjoy visiting with everybody. It's been a while since I've had a live stream, and I just appreciate all the viewers watching, and looking forward to sharing the X9 Combine soon in a full feature video. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon. Take care.